religiosity, but I'm flowing with heaven's velocity, bringing hope where there's atrocity, and the truth where there's hypocrisy. No longer ruled by the laws of humanity, being free from induced conformity. I'm waking up from the pseudo-reality, cause now I know my true identity. I'm telling you this time, I'm not gonna fear. This time, I'm not going away. This time, I won't run and hide. This time, I won't compromise. This time, I'm gonna love harder. This time, I'm gonna live smarter. This time, I'm gonna be even bolder. This time, this time, this time. I'm free from all the guilt people try to put on me.
Hello. Welcome to Marquina White with God Show. And we have some guests here. We're celebrating her 1-year anniversary. We have Nora Helen Henry today, and we also have Beverly here today. And so, Nora, well, it's your 1-year anniversary. How do you feel about it?
I feel blessed because, when I first started this was it wasn't no accident. God doesn't make accidents. But it was a surprise to me. Amen. And then when I started, I thought, it'll last a month or two. But it went on a year. And Amen. So now I am so grateful to God, and I thank God. And we just celebrated, and we had a good time. Now, I just came to say thank you for allowing me to come on your show and to bless you to have at least a year.
Amen.
Like me.
Yeah, she kicked me off, guys.
You can return. You can come back from time to time, but you need your own show so you can reach your own group of people and then draw more souls for God. That's what it's about. We're branching out. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to do what the Holy Spirit tells me to do.
But we have a lot of fun.
We do. And we're going to be there for each other.
Amen.
I'm on from 3 to 4, the first and third Saturdays. You're on from 4 to 5, the first and third Saturdays as well.
Right.
So we're back to back. And thank you, and God bless you, and have a wonderful, wonderful time in God.
Amen.
Okay, thank you. And I'm going to leave you alone with my god sister, Beverly, baby B.
All right, Beverly. You're here
congratulations.
Today. Congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just here today just to say that I'm having a couple shows coming up, and musician in Fresno, all up and down the Bay Area, and I got a couple shows coming up. This one they're showing right now is August the 18th, which is a Sunday afternoon after church. After we all leave church, we can come over here. The gates open up at 4. The show starts at 5. We got 4 local musicians, bands going to be there from Fresno: Keisha Eisler, myself, Baby B, Jock Shock, Patrick Contreras, and then everybody else is the groups I perform with in the Bay Area, and they'll be coming here as well. So bringing a total different type of blues for Fresno to come and enjoy and listen to. This next weekend we'll be at the Hayward Blues Festival in Hayward, California. We'll do the Art and Soul. We do all the festivals down there. So we do the Art and Soul, but the Hayward Blues Festival possibly might be the last year. So trying to really spread the word. It's all African American based, it's been running for 20 years.
Wow.
And so we want to bring those people here to try to bring some other type of music to Fresno.
Oh, that'd be exciting.
The Men of Promise is going to be there from Fresno as well.
Oh,
so
good.
We got a little gospel segment going on there, too.
Now, are you having tickets for sale?
Tickets are for sale right now at Vision View. You can go online to Vision View or go to Vision View at 4974 East Clinton Avenue. $25 tickets and $30 at the door. We're also offering $50 VIP spaces, and you can see anywhere. And I got 2 rooms running for the VIP section.
Okay, now is it going to be like food there for the event?
It's going to be some vendors. We're going to have some food vendors, and with the VIP, you do get something to eat.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and so it's going to be a big event.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
So we got the vendors. We're still looking for some vendors. So you can also call me at 559-392-2865, and that's Beverly or Baby B. You can reach me anytime.
Now, I heard that you can sing. Can you do a little bit?
I don't know what you want to hear because I'm blues.
Whatever.
Sing in church too.
Yeah. Well, I do this in church. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. I do that in church.
All right.
Yeah,
that was short and sweet,
yeah,
huh? Okay.
But anyway, hopefully y'all can make it. And like I say, I play drums in church every Sunday at Oak Hills Church in Clovis. So we try to keep that when I'm not on the road. I'm out over there at Oak Hills Church in Clovis. So that's my
good.
home
So
church.
you're well known.
I try to be well known. I've been out here a long time.
Oh, good.
So I'm hoping Fresno will come out and give some support. I've been really busy, and what can you say? You stay busy, and people should come out and support because I support everybody.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, so
that's a blessing.
Well, thank you for having me on here.
Oh, well,
and
thank you.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you again. Well, thank you, Nora Helen Henry, and we thank our other guest, Beverly, here today. Well, we're going to take a little bit of commercial break, and we'll be back.
I'm not spreading religiosity, but I'm flowing with heaven's velocity, bringing hope where there's atrocity, and the truth where there's hypocrisy. No longer ruled by the laws of humanity, being free from induced conformity. I'm waking up from the pseudo-reality, cause now I know my true identity.
With Organic Pastures Raw Milk, you're getting a product that has been meticulously managed from grass to glass. From our pastures to our dairy, creamery, and distribution, we work hard to produce a product that is safe and clean for you.
Got lactose intolerance or dairy allergies? Discover delicious raw milk and discover dairy the way it's supposed to be. We provide tours and would love to see you. Come visit the cows, watch the milking, the cheese being made, and learn all about raw milk. We're just 20 miles south and west of Fresno, California. Call to schedule a tour at 559-846-9732.
The Saga of Bridget and Amanda by Carol Love Forbes brings to life the struggles of historical women in early America. Find the Saga of Bridget and Amanda on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and order your copy today.
You enter this door with expired tags. Beyond is another dimension, a dimension of regulations, a dimension of long waits. You have reached the registration zone. What looks like an ordinary shop is actually Mitchell's Smog, located in the heart of the Tower District, a few minutes from the DMV. Mitchell's Smog offers your vehicle a STAR-certified smog inspection. So remember Mitchell's Smog when you need to pass through the registration zone.
Christy Majors is your local real estate connection. With a solid, hard-working team, traditional listings, short sales, probate listings, and foreclosures are treated in a personal and caring way and closed in a timely fashion. Since 2009, Team Majors has closed more than $75 million worth of homes all over California. Reliable and trustworthy, Christy and her team will go the extra mile for every client, whether selling or buying a home. So give Team Majors a call at 559-464-5606 or visit teammajors.com.
After a tough day at the track, cleaning up can be a time-consuming task. That's why we use Extreme Cleaner, the non-toxic, biodegradable, multi-purpose cleaner and degreaser. Extreme Cleaner cuts through even the toughest of grease and grime. Fast. Great for cleaning tools and work surfaces. Extreme Cleaner. Tough on grime, safe on the environment. Visit extremecleaner.com to find a retailer near you.
When you experience flooding in your home, you need to call Clean Master Emergency Flood Service at 559-213-9430. After soaking in water for only 45 minutes, carpet starts to come apart. Clean Master Emergency Flood Service can help, and not just with carpet repair. They also offer carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, carpet installation, and more. Call Clean Master Emergency Flood Service, and they'll be there in 60 minutes. Call 559-213-9430.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Hello. Welcome back to Marquina White Show with God. And our guests, we have Brunette Harris, and we have Diane Smith, we have Bobby Parks, and we have Fanny Beard. So, hello. What is the name of the organization, and why are you here today?
Oh, we're with the HEAT for Southwest Fresno community, and we are here to give you some information about Southwest Fresno, what's going on in Southwest Fresno, as we're about to be gentrified by the city of Fresno.
Okay. All right. And so what's going on with that?
Well, we have what they call a Southwest Fresno Specific Plan. It's the final plan.
Okay.
So everything that so far as we're doing with the gentrification is in this Southwest Fresno Specific Plan.
So what's in the Pacific Plan of Fresno?
Okay, in the Southwest Fresno Specific Plan, it talks about how that our area is blighted, how we are redlined, and also how we are in Southwest Fresno alone. We are the dumbest people in the state of California.
Oh, my.
Well, that's in their paperwork. And also, they're speaking about how that by us not being educated, we can't make healthy decisions, having to do with our diet and making healthy decisions. So if you're not educated, you can't do that.
Well, that's not true.
Well, this is what they have in their paperwork.
They need to revise that.
Well, they haven't done that, and this is a plan that began back in 1969.
Okay.
And they've been amending it, years after years after years. And in this paperwork, they states the last time they amended it was in 2010.
Wow.
And the community didn't have an input. They didn't have a say. But they're saying that everybody in Southwest Fresno agreed with it. So I'll let Bobby or Diane speak on the rest of it.
Bobby, do you have any input?
Well, what
Well, what Brunette has, stated is correct because, and when they was, and when she was speaking about the fact of, how they have it printed in their, booklet as far as, our, as far as our educational status and not being able to, basically think for ourselves as being, through our so-called ignorance, by having us, as the most uneducated community in the state of California. With all of that being printed, all that was based upon trying to get what they wanted as far as getting the monies and things is to develop more or less, but basically it is to gentrify our community because it's just simply saying is that we're not capable.
Oh, okay.
Of making any any decisions.
Wow.
Based upon our community being developed.
So they just judging people without really knowing who we are.
Correct.
That is so unfair. That is so unfair. And so what is your current concern and why?
Well, our current concern is the fact of them trying to gentrify our community. In other words, they just want to move everyone out of our community and they want to redevelop it, according to what they want. And so the people the community as a whole, it has no say.
Oh, okay. So where are they trying to get rid of the people to? Where are they trying to make them go? Once this plan is in effect, where are they trying to do to them?
They're not looking for any particular place for us to go because there is no place that we can go based on the lack of affordable housing. For those people in Southwest Fresno that own their homes, it would be more to your advantage to maintain your home and keep it, because if you try to move somewhere else, you're going to face a tax increase on your property. If you're going to buy again, depending on your age, you might have a difficult time doing that. So seniors may end up in senior citizen homes or in apartments, and the amount of money that's being offered for the property is little of nothing that you can do anything with.
Right.
I talked to a gentleman the other day who was asking to buy property, and I asked him what they were offering, and he was saying that we've been buying property in Southwest for between $60,000 and $90,000. And I told him there's nothing you can do with $60,000 to $90,000. There's nothing affordable in Fresno you can buy.
Right.
And for me to sell my property was not going to happen.
Right.
And in the project, the Southwest Fresno Specific Plan, they indicated that paperwork started from scratch. It's clean slate is what the city proposed, and as Brunette has explained, in their paperwork they talk about things that happened in 1969 and how they've amended them. So it's not a clear piece of paper. It didn't start out that way.
Right.
And this, at the time, the mayor and the council person for District 3 were the ones that appointed the individuals who was on this committee, who made those decisions, and apparently must not have read it all, because anyone that we show it to, when they start reading it, they understand that this is gentrification. And that's the first thing that comes out of everyone's mouth. But however, apparently the people that worked on the program, on the plan, didn't see it that way.
Okay, what is the justification?
For the gentrification?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you've been in Fresno long enough, West Fresno was called the Golden West Side for a reason. There were thriving businesses there. And redevelopment came in making all these promises of things that they were going to do and did nothing and left the land vacant. And now vacant land is considered blight. In my opinion, the city of Fresno has systematically blighted Southwest Fresno exactly for this purpose right here.
Yeah, I agree, because some of the land over there have been vacant for years and they never did anything about it, and I even saw when I was growing up as a child over there, they just left it the way it was.
And that's as far as HUD guidelines, that's blight.
Mm-hmm.
And the city of Fresno gets money from HUD, Housing and Urban Development, every year to help eliminate blight. But as you can see in Southwest Fresno, it seems like the blight has not gotten less, it's gotten more.
Right.
And the more blight you have, the more justification you have in coming in and saying, we need to do something. We need to bring in developers.
Right.
Developers in the past said that there was no money in Southwest Fresno. That's why they weren't building the big store boxes in our area. That's the story we were told. But obviously they see now with the high-speed rail and whatever else they're planning on doing, that area is a prime area because it's not so much of our homes, it's our lots.
Right.
They put in their own paperwork that our lots are obsolete because of the size. Mm-hmm. And with the new development that they're doing, the new code developments, the housing, there's no property line almost anymore. Right. Everything is on a dense, it's not spread out, they're more densely populated. And so most of the property in Southwest Fresno are on rather large lots.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So Fanny, what do you think about it since you over in the west side of part of Fresno?
Well, excuse me, the only thing that I can say is what upsets me is I have gone to meetings and they have said that the people on the west side have been notified. Well, they have not been properly notified because it was asked in one of the meetings, well, do you have literature or anything for people, minorities, so they could read it, so they know what's happening? And I have spoke with a lot of people on the west side that says that they were not aware that this was happening, or it's been going on for over 10 or 20 years. So they're saying now, oh, it's not going to happen, but eventually it's going to come to pass. And we don't want it to come to pass because there's too many of us, like us four here. We all have homes in the west side.
Right.
And I sure don't want to be put in that number, homeless, pulling or pushing a basket going down the street. That's why I was more than happy to assist in this matter, because it's hard. I mean, at 70 years old, where am I going to start all over again? And they said they were going to build low-income housing, and the lady and it was stated that the lowest would be $1,200 a month.
Correct. But who can afford that?
I know I can't. You will, after you pay that, you can have money enough to pay your water bill, your PG&E bill, nothing. You can even buy food.
Right.
So they just don't. They just like they done went so far to the bluffs till they almost done fell off the bluff. So now they're saying, okay, let's go back to the west side now. We done ran everybody to the bluffs. Now we're going to bluff our way back over to the west side. And we're going to try to take the people's property on the west side. I have seen people's property whose lots are so big where they could actually build another house behind their house.
Right.
My lot is not as big, but I might get a little trailer back there, but still. It's the point is they think that we don't need our homes. They think, oh, we can come in here and do whatever we want to do, and it's nothing that we're supposed to be able to say or do. But I admire these three ladies here because they've been digging and trying for a long time. I just came on board. And I tell you, I get fired up, but I got a little old now, so I don't move like I used to, you know. Yes. But I do try to put my little input on stuff.
And this,
so just pray for us that we can get this halted.
Yeah, because this project is really huge. You know where Easton is, where Washington Union is.
Yes.
Okay, now the street that runs before you get to Easton is Central. This project reaches from Central all the way down to 180.
Wow.
That's past Kearney Boulevard, all of that area, everything in Southwest Fresno. They're talking about widening the streets. Edison is going to be gone.
What? Oh, my Lord.
Because that street right there, Walnut and California, they want to put in lights, in other words, stoplights, which left turning phases. 4-way lane going all the way out to Jensen Avenue. Right there at Church and Walnut, they're going to put a signal light with left turning phases. So all of that is 4-way lanes. This go all the way out. You looking at, we're talking about, you know where, what's that, Madison?
Madison?
Yeah, Madison. Madison and Kearney. You know that 4-way stop, it stops right there. So that is going to go all the way out. All of the streets is connecting into Jensen. Jensen is going to become a 6-way lane. So all of this points to, you know, gentrification. There's no other way at looking at it. They did it in Oakland. They did it in L.A. Now they're reaching out to Fresno to do the same thing. So all of the fundings that was received from the federal government and at the state level, the city of Fresno did not use that money to bring our area up with the rest of Fresno. They left us blighted and redlined. So now they want to come back in and use that. We're uneducated. We can't make good medical decisions. We can do none of that. So now they have to come in and they have to gentrify this area, take everybody out, and bring it up to what's across town. And as Diane and Bobby and Fanny was stating, we can't afford it.
Right.
And we have elderly people on a fixed income.
That's true.
So when you take them out of their environment, that does something to them mentally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They can't survive without being in their environment. So you're taking that away from them.
There's a lot of history there for them.
Yes. And we reach out to, and what gets us is that we reach out to Kamala Harris. We've been doing that for some years now. We got no response from her. We went to her local, the little sub office here in Fresno. No response from them. We had one of the chief officers that was there. He basically was on the cell phone in the whole entire time. He got up, he left, he came back, but we didn't get any response from her. And for her to be running for a position as being a president, and you can't even help your own constituents and deal with what's in your district, how can you run the United States of America? You're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not even responding to something that's about to happen to a whole, you may as well say, a whole community within a city, and you're not responding, you're not saying anything, but you can try to get on other candidates about what they're doing, but you're not doing your job.
Right.
You know, and we're about to be up out of here. We don't have any help. We haven't been getting any help. We've been to HUD. HUD tried to push it off on the state. The state pushes it back on HUD. So we're just back and forth.
Yeah, back and forth.
But we can't stop. We have to keep going.
Right.
You know.
Nobody want to take responsibility.
No, they don't. No, they don't. And this plan, it even takes out the agricultural part of the city of Fresno. The agriculture, they tell you, as they reform from agricultural to residential, you're taking out everything. So I guess they can do that because what they're bringing in, they won't need any agriculture. They're bringing in bike lanes, trails, and our elderly people, what's really in the West Fresno area is basically elderly people and kids.
Right.
Our elderly people are taking care of the kids. They're taking care of the grandkids.
Yeah, raising
everybody.
Them.
So now you want to kick our elderly people out to bring in other people? Oh, we're going to fight it until we can't fight anymore because we're not going to have it. You know. That I mean, that's just not happening.
Amen. Amen. Thank God for you that you guys are fighting, you know, for the people's rights and everything. That's a blessing. That is a blessing. I just hate that you guys are not getting in contact with the people that you guys need to get in contact with, to change the situation.
Yes.
That's a sad situation.
Yes, it is.
It's a very, you need something to say?
Oh, and we're having a community meeting on the 27th.
Okay.
At Maxey Park, and that's on a Saturday, and Maxey Park Community Center, and that's on a Saturday at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
So, we have some of this paperwork is the Southwest Fresno Specific Plan, and we also have the other paperwork that goes with it.
Are they selling the books or something?
No, these are free. The city is supposed to give them to you for free, but they never gave it to the community.
Okay.
And so it's free. And we're trying to go over it and let people see for themselves, not just, how people can come to you and talk to you and tell you things.
Right.
But everything is in this paperwork that we're speaking of.
So where can the people go in the public? Where can they go to purchase the books that's for free?
Well, you can get these. They're free. You can get them.
Right.
Call your council person, which is Miguel Arias. Call his office. Tell him this is the paperwork that you want. You want both of them. It might take you a while to get this one, the legislature detail. It might take them a while to print that out.
Okay.
But they're supposed to have that for you, plus this Southwest Fresno Specific Plan, the final plan.
Okay.
And it's free. And they're supposed to give it to our community, but they haven't been doing that. You have, like Diane was saying, you have different people saying that they represent our community, but you didn't let our community know what was going on.
Okay.
And we've been having that through the years, just like with the running horse.
Right.
So they did the same thing. They said that, we let the community know. No, you didn't. Our community don't have an input on what's going on. And as Fanny was saying, everybody don't want to be going down 99 with a stick as a pole with your rags hanging on the back of it, because that's exactly what's going to happen. You can't afford to go anywhere else. A lot of people say, well, I can sell it and get the money for it. Where are you going?
True.
You can't afford, even, say for instance, even if they gave you $100,000. Your lots are big.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go across town and buy that.
No.
That's almost like a down payment on a house across town.
Right.
So if you're on a fixed income, you're going to be jacked up anyway, because Social Security is going to cut you off until you spend every dime of that money, and you have to have receipts for it.
That's the sad part.
Yeah.
So in other words, they're controlling what you do.
That's it. And who's going to go down and help the elderly people get back on Social Security with their medical coverage and everything else? Nobody's going to do that. So they're just out there.
Right.
And plus, they don't want to be moved anyway. That's their home. That's their right. It should be their right.
Right.
But it seems like our rights is being taken away from us every day.
That's true. That's very true.
And we need somebody that's going to come into this area, come into the city of Fresno, and they need to be shut down, because they're not doing, they done been audited more than twice.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just getting a slap on the wrist, and it's okay. There's been billions and billions of dollars that went through West Fresno, and our community haven't seen any of it.
That's true, because you can see, where it needs to be repaired, and the streets and everything, and they just don't do anything about it.
No, they don't. So
They don't do anything about it.
We need people to really get involved. I mean, you don't have to get with us, but
just get the paperwork and read it for yourself.
Yes.
Because it tells the whole story.
Yes.
And that's the thing that surprises people when they come to the meetings, is that when they start to read it, they can't believe what they're reading. And they have to go back and start over again, and just like, I can't believe this is actually happening. And that has already been approved. Because we're pretty active in trying to find out and trying to stay on top of things in Southwest Fresno. It was almost a year before we knew that group was actually working on that project.
Wow.
And then when we found out, we started calling council members number and say, when are these meetings occurring? And
Right.
then more and more people started coming, but by then, a lot of things had already been taken care of and approved of by the city. And they keep saying that that started with a blank piece of paper. It did not. They're talking about a college. They want to do an extension of Fresno City College. Okay, then when you use that, you can use eminent domain to acquire as much property as you need in order to do that because it's a school.
Right.
But then you start widening all the streets. Nearly every street in Fresno, in Southwest Fresno, will be widened, the major streets.
Right.
Even west at, starting at 180, which is only 2 lanes, is going to be,
Right.
it's going to be 4 lanes to accommodate the traffic at Chandler Airport. So that in itself tells you what they plan on doing. The things that are in that plan, everyone says those are good things. They are good things, only if they're not displacing us.
Right.
They're not the type of things that you see over here. What you see, you go over on Friant, across from Woodward Park. Those are the type of plans that are in that. And so therefore, when you start looking at widening every major street over there, and you start looking at putting in bike trails, walking trails, those things cost millions of dollars.
Yes, it does.
You know, so who is going to be doing that? And when you start talking about affordable housing, finally got one person to finally admit that the affordable housing that they're building is going to start at $200,000 or more. That's not affordable.
No.
You can't even afford affordable housing or apartments in the city of Fresno. It's already been put in the paper and talked about before that there's no affordable housing. So why would you want to move people out of what they own,
Right.
which is affordable for them, do what you're supposed to do with the money, come in and help the seniors bring their property back up? That eliminates why.
Right.
Do those kinds of things with the money that HUD is providing, and you would have a nice neighborhood. And the fact that they said that we weren't getting the big box businesses is because there was no money. Well, there's no money in Southwest because we have to go outside of Southwest to buy anything other than as far as shopping centers and those kinds of things, you have to go outside of Southwest. And so, yeah, our money's being taken out.
Right.
So you're not counting the money that's already there, but it's being forced out because we have nowhere to spend it there.
Right.
And well, to our our major concern also is that even each month we as a community concern group ever since 2017 of November, we have been going monthly, passing out flyers to try to get the community informed about what is happening. And we know that our community is multiracial.
Right.
Hispanic, we got African American, we Asians.
Right.
We got a community that is very, very multi-racial.
Right.
And so one of the concerns is that they have never heard anything about this redeveloping, about what the city is trying to do, but all of the information, there is none, as Fanny stated earlier, none of the information, it is put into the language,
Right.
that the communities can be informed.
So that's why they miss out, because it's not in a language where they can understand.
Exactly. So even we're finding out, even when we're passing out flyers, we've found out is that there are many that do not speak English. So then they want to be informed, but even we have to, make sure that when we have the, flyers and things, that we have to think about the other languages.
Now, do you guys have a person that is in the group that can translate for you?
No, but I mean, that is another one of our concerns.
Okay.
But there are community people that come to the meeting, and then they, state, that they are willing to, be there, and that they would, and that they are willing to translate, because it's so, I mean, the city as a whole has not and has purposely not informed our community about anything. So, so the community is very, very, out of the loop of understanding what all of this development is about.
Patty, you have anything to say about that?
Yes, excuse me. I have asked the lady that is Spanish.
Okay.
Can she speak Spanish and write it? And so I told her I have a flyer that I want her to write it out for me in Spanish, and so I can be able to pass that flyer out.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be on the 27th when we have our meeting. We're supposed to, the gentleman from District 3 is supposed to be coming.
Okay.
And his assistant told me herself that she would be there, and she also was going to ask the planning commission gentleman to come. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not, but it got back to me that this person was at a restaurant, but overheard these gentlemen talking about what they're planning on doing to the west side.
Okay.
But it didn't sound too good.
Oh.
So they're planning, they're going undercover and trying to say they're going to do certain things that we're not aware of, what's not happening.
Do you know who these people are?
They said this? They're supposed to be the planners, the planning commission, the planners for the District 3. I mean, for this district, for the whole west side.
Okay. So since you got the information and everything like that, what are you guys trying to do about it now?
Well, we're basically still doing what we've done before. We're going to HUD. We're going to the state. And not only that, we're trying to get in contact with Governor Newsom. And Diane is our letter writer, so she had sent the letter off. And at first we was told that the letter was there, give them time to respond. And when we called back again, because we sent him a letter in January.
Oh my goodness.
And so they was telling us to give them a chance to respond. So once we called them again, now all of a sudden they can't find the letter.
It's been 7 months.
Yes.
Well, we've sent another letter, and this time I said it's certified with return receipt.
Okay.
To ensure that, and we did get those receipts back, so we know that somebody in their office got them.
So we've been. That's what we're striving to do. I mean, we can't stop.
Right.
They're
giving you the waiting game here.
Yes, they are. And so the thing is that those funds comes in, just like I think we're in the 90s, the high 90s, so far as with the air. The polluted air that we have, and the hazardous waste. In Fresno, I think we're in the top. In other words, we may as well say we're in the top 5. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
And so they receiving money, which they call the transformative climate money. They receive that money in too, and with that money, they're including it in this plan. They're putting all of the dollars to state, and all of the dollars, and the federal dollars, and the TCC dollars into this plan, which gives them an excuse to do whatever they want to do. We can't get anybody, not anybody, which sent out this transformative climate money to respond to us, because they don't have any guidelines. The guidelines keep changing. They don't have displacement. They don't have they don't even have that in place. When you make a plan like this, you have to have displacement in it. Right. They don't have one. Now they're trying to backtrack to do displacement. TCC is along with them trying to do the same thing. You can't do that. When you come up with a plan, you're supposed to have everything there.
Right.
The city of Fresno didn't do that. The city of Fresno housing element was out of compliance. This was back in 2008. They was out of compliance, but the city council passed it. The federal government keep giving the city of Fresno funds. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. They use West Fresno to get the money, but they don't use it in West Fresno.
Right, to solve the solution that's going on right now.
Yeah, and the thing that they're saying is, oh, well, long as it's a block grant area, we can use it over here. No, when you put the pictures of Southwest Fresno, and when you say Southwest Fresno, this is where you're going to use the money, there's no one being accountable or held accountable to, you didn't put those funds there. You put it in the general fund so everybody can stick their hands in it and use it, and it never goes to Southwest Fresno.
That's terrible.
And they've been doing it for years. I mean, it's even in their paperwork. They say that Edison is outside of the district. Then they turn around and said that it's part of Fresno Unified. I said, how can you say it's outside the district and then it's part of Fresno Unified? You said their academic level is below, plus our elementary schools is below, but you want to build a college over here. How in the world, if you chopping cotton in the field, and you haven't got any education, and they put a school over here, you can't go to that school because you don't. Your academic level
is low.
So they're saying, oh well, if we put it there, then they'll want to go. It doesn't matter.
It's the education.
That's it. It's the educational part. If you're not teaching our kids, you may say you start out with the small kids, the small, the middle, and when they graduate, if you're not teaching them at that level now, over the years you haven't done it, and then you're going to stick a college over here. We got college. We got city college. We got state college. You know what I'm saying? So you've been having colleges for years, but if they're not educated, what makes you think because you put one over here now, they're going to get educated? The teacher's not going to teach them. So they're still dumb, as you said, the dumbest people in the state of California. This is their paperwork. This is what they're saying. You see this? Southwest Fresno. Adults ages 18 plus who did not graduate from high school or received a GED, 43.7%. Compared to the city, 24.7%. Compared to the county, 26.3%. The state of California is 18.7%. We are the dumbest people in the state of California. That's what you're reading. I mean, you're looking at it.
I'm looking at it, but I disagree with it, but I'm looking at it.
But the point is, if you take this to court, who they're going to believe? Your thoughts or what's on the paperwork?
On the paper. They have to see it.
Yeah. And this right here tell you low educational attainment household income. Educational levels are a significant predicator of income and the ability to make healthier choices, including diet, exercise, medical care, and other choices that support health. In Southwest Fresno, 45% of residents ages 25 and older have not completed high school. Only 7% have earned a college degree. At the local school level, Edison High's 3-year average academic performance index is approximately 760, which is below the state standard of 800. Several elementary schools score in the high 600, well below the statewide standard of 800. That's their paperwork. Now they're saying we're the dumbest people in the state. You're not educating our kids. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. So, but we're going to put a college over here for you. Now, how much sense do it make?
And see, at the college, they're just more or less the catalysts, for them to just put, to get their feet, as they would say, just to get your foot on the ground. They would use, this so-called college or whatever, is to get into the community. And then once you break ground, hey, you can do whatever you want. And so then with that, as Bruna stated earlier, then there's street widenings, because you're talking about the traffic. you know, the
Right.
flow of the traffic. I mean, once you put a college, you know, even if it is a junior college or whatever,
Right.
You're talking about the traffic now.
True.
So then that means that you got to accommodate
Both.
both.
So before we close, it's not just only the college. It's housing.
Right.
Right.
It's retail. They're going to put in movie theaters. They're going to put in gas stations. All of that cannot go across the street from Gaston School, and we know that.
Right.
And you know you have residential over in that area too.
True.
So they have to go because the houses that you have is bringing down the value of that development that you're putting over there. Then they're going to have retail and everything else the same off of Kearney Boulevard. So you're doing the same in that area. So you're widening the street, and as Bobby said, you have to accommodate all of this traffic that you're creating. Plus, you want parks.
Right.
And you're not doing your environmental study. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. But we can't get the state and we can't get the federal government to get up off their behinds and cut Fresno off from receiving any funds until they do what they need to do. They've been audited, so what's your excuse?
That's true. So, who is the president, and how can you get in contact with them?
We don't have a president.
Okay.
Our group is different, and people talk
Okay.
about us anyway.
We all know the same thing.
Yes.
That's the whole point.
Okay.
Every
Yes.
one of us can speak on what's going on, what we are aware of, and we all share that information individually and as a group.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right, because see, when we got together back in 2004, it was the same then as it is now.
Okay.
It's community informant. All
Okay.
we do is accumulate, acquire, and we read.
Okay.
That was something else that they never wanted or expected anyone to take the time to read everything that they print. And we read it all.
Okay.
We read because that's the only way that we know
That's the only way
what's
you're going to
going
get
on
right the knowledge.
in your community. And so we, said that then our obligation, our sacrifice, and our commitment, it is to make sure that our community will always be informed about what's going on.
Okay, ladies, so I would like to thank you for this eye-opener discussion. And
Contact information.
You can with HEAT.
Well, our email is HEAT, small caption, 93706 at
Okay.
yahoo.com.
At yahoo.com. Yes.
and when is the meeting going to be again, and what date?
It's going to be on the 27th of July
Okay.
at 11 o'clock at Maxey Park Community Center.
Okay.
And that's on
California now.
California and Elm.
California.
And you can't miss it.
Okay.
Yeah, so we would love for everybody that can come, and we let you read it for yourself so you know about as much as we do. So,
Right.
you can speak on it, and that's what we're doing with Fanny right now.
Do you guys have a number where you guys could be contacted?
Well, you can contact me or Fanny. My phone number is 559-647-6189, and I'm brunette.
Okay.
And Fanny's is
559-696-1790.
Okay.
And so you can get in contact with us, and hey, we'll go over the information with you because we have some for you to look at, and then we'll tell you how to go and get yours. And we're trying to take the community through the whole entire thing, with them looking at it so they can ask the question so that they will know. So that's, as Bobby said, that's our job.
That's your goal.
And that's our goal.
That's what HEAT is about.
Yes.
All
Hope,
right.
efforts, appropriately thriving.
Amen.
And we appreciate you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. I would like to thank Brunette.
Thank you.
And I would like to thank Fanny and Diane and Bobby for coming on this afternoon, Saturday. And hopefully you guys can come back again.
Well, whenever you have us, we will.
Thank you. Well, that's the end of our show for today, and thank you.
All right.
This time, I'm not going nowhere. This time, I won't run and hide. This time, I won't compromise. This time, I'm gonna...
If your home floods, who will you call? When your house springs a leak, it's time to call Clean Master Emergency Flood Service at 559-213-9430. Clean Master will be there in 60 minutes to start fixing your home. And Clean Master bills your insurance directly, saving you the hassle because you've got enough to worry about. Clean Master also offers carpet and upholstery cleaning, carpet repair, pet odor removal, and more. Remember, Clean Master Emergency Flood Service, 559-213-9430, and visit cleanmasterflood.com.
With Organic Pastures Raw Milk, you're getting a product that has been meticulously managed from grass to glass. From our pastures to our dairy, creamery, and distribution, we work hard to produce a product that is safe and clean for you.
Got lactose intolerance or dairy allergies? Discover delicious raw milk and discover dairy the way it's supposed to be. We provide tours and would love to see you. Come visit the cows, watch the milking, the cheese being made, and learn all about raw milk. We're just 20 miles south and west of Fresno, California. Call to schedule a tour at 559-846-9732.
The Saga of Bridget and Amanda by Carol Love Forbes brings to life the struggles of historical women in early America. Find the Saga of Bridget and Amanda on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and order your copy today.
You enter this door with expired tags. Beyond is another dimension, a dimension of regulations, a dimension of long waits. You have reached the registration zone. What looks like an ordinary shop is actually Mitchell Smog, located in the heart of the Tower District, a few minutes from the DMV. Mitchell Smog offers your vehicle a STAR-certified smog inspection. So remember Mitchell Smog when you need to pass through the registration zone.
Christy Majors is your local real estate connection. With a solid, hardworking team, traditional listings, short sales, probate listings, and foreclosures are treated in a personal and caring way and closed in a timely fashion. Since 2009, Team Majors has closed more than $75 million worth of homes all over California. Reliable and trustworthy, Christy and her team will go the extra mile for every client, whether selling or buying a home. So give Team Majors a call at 559-464-5606 or visit teammajors.com.
After a tough day at the track, cleaning up can be a time-consuming task. That's why we use Extreme Cleaner, the non-toxic, biodegradable, multi-purpose cleaner and degreaser. Extreme Cleaner cuts through even the toughest of grease and grime. Fast. Great for cleaning tools and work surfaces. Extreme Cleaner. Tough on grime, safe on the environment. Visit extremecleaner.com to find a retailer near you.
Call PG's Catering for all your special occasions. Available to cook any variety of foods and desserts that will leave your taste buds wanting more. Call 559-558-2682 and follow Peaches on Instagram and Facebook. Doctor in Sukasa allows you to connect with your doctor when you need a quick treatment. Avoid a trip to a medical clinic or emergency room and connect by video with your doctor from your home, work, or anywhere. Just go to drinsukasa.com on your phone, tablet, or computer. Dr. in Sukasa provides quality care that is convenient, bilingual, and affordable, so you are never left without access to health care. Visit drinsukasa.com today.
Today we bring you the first part of our global broadcast exclusive conversation.
The streets of Tahrir have once again been filled.
Key issues here at the United Nations Climate Change Conference remain unresolved.
Police are saying the protesters to move further and further away.
I'm Amy Goodman.
And I'm Juan Gonzalez.
And those are some of the headlines. This is Democracy Now!